Permanent dialogue with Russia is sort of like a German dogma. I think everybody understands that, ever since 2014, this idea, even before that, of course, but even after the crisis, the idea has continued that things will only get better if we don't lose complete contact with Russia. So Merkel has adopted this role. Whether she's done that very successfully, that's another question, or whether that's a good strategy. But I think it's a long-term strategy to keep in contact with Russia, because we don't know for how long Putin is going to be around. So, we chose that. The German government chose that it cannot just ignore Putin, but has to continue talking to him. Whether this is all very successful, is a totally different story. I think Merkel, a long time ago, made up her mind that she will stick to Nord Stream 2. Now she has understood that this is a very problematic choice that she has taken. She has not yet completely moved away from Nord Stream 2, but she understands that it's much bigger trouble than I think she anticipated. I think it very seldomly happens that she backtracks on these issues. I think that she has long, as I said, made up her mind that she's going to stick to Nord Stream 2. This has also something to do with Germany getting out of nuclear power, which is another Merkel project. And if we get out of nuclear power, then we need energy from somewhere. And then, Russia is one of the choices, obviously. And this is a very long-term choice that she made even before the Ukraine crisis. But at the same time, she understands now that the opposition in the European Union and in the US is much stronger than originally anticipated by Merkel and her government. And there might come a situation where she has to actually backtrack and drop Nord Stream 2. So one could also speculate that this meeting was about, saving Nord Stream 2, finding some sort of formula to integrate Eastern Europe, Ukraine as transit countries, into a new sort of energy deal. But this remains to be seen, I think, in the next coming weeks, whether we get this sort of situation. Obviously, she thinks that Putin should deliver something here in order to also, save this project that obviously she and the German economy are interested in, but that is so very controversial and, in my opinion, very divisive for Europe, not very wise. I don't think this meeting is really the big game changer. I mean, obviously, Moscow probably wants this big game changer. But we've seen there was an interview with the German foreign minister, which will be published tomorrow in a major newspaper, where he already reiterated that Germany is sticking with the sanctions, that we're not going to recognize Crimea as a part of Russia, that we're seeking an international solution for the Donbass invasion and so on. He's also said that he's not going to listen to voices in his own party that want the sanctions dropped right away. So even before the summit, there was clear indication from the government that there's no big policy change.